I am the great composer, the silence from which the first note was born. The Psalms say, "Let everything that has breath praise the Lord." The world hears the music played for the roaring crowd, the notes polished by ambition until they gleam. But I listen for the secret music of the soul, the melody played in the dark when the only audience is a single, aching heart. Today, we shall hear the final composition of a soul who spent his life chasing a sound he could not name. Julian, musician, creator, echo, step forward. Let your song be judged.
My song? Lord, my music was my life. It was my only prayer. I gave everything to it. Each note was a piece of my soul offered up to the night. Surely, the music itself is my ledger.
It is indeed. Every note you played is recorded here, in sound and in silence. Let us begin with the first movement of your life's symphony. We shall call it the Midnight Duet, the night you battled your rival, Marcus, for the Onyx Reed Prize.
It was a competition. I won. My technique was flawless. My performance was perfect. I played every note exactly as it was written. Marcus, he was sentimental. His playing was raw, full of feeling, but imperfect. The judges chose perfection. That's not a sin. That's just the way of the world.
The world rewards perfection, it is true. But music is not of the world, Julian. It is an echo of my voice. That night, you had a choice to create a perfect performance or to create a sacred moment. You played for the prize. Marcus played for the silence between the notes, for the soul of the song itself. You did not just defeat a rival. You committed a sin against the spirit of music itself by using it as a weapon of ambition rather than a vessel of truth. Now, let us turn to a quieter, more painful tune, a broken melody. Clara's 8th birthday, a promise you made and a promise you broke.
The gig in New York. It was a once-in-a-lifetime shot. The Blue Note Club. I sent money. I sent a beautiful doll. I called her the next day. I told her I would make it up to her. I always told her I would make it up to her.
You cannot fill the space of a father with things, Julian. Your daughter didn't want a doll. She wanted to hear you play Happy Birthday on your saxophone just for her, even if it was out of tune. While you were chasing the applause of 1,000 strangers, the heart of one small, adoring fan was breaking in the silence of her room. The world heard a star being born that night. I heard a promise dying. Let us move to a different key, a simple minor chord played on a cold autumn evening. You remember the song for the stranger? A stranger? I played for strangers every night of my life. This was different. There was no stage, no microphone, no price for admission. You were walking home, your own heart heavy with some small failure of the day, and you saw a woman sitting alone on a park bench, weeping as if her world had ended. There were no cameras, no audience. You did not speak to her. You did not ask for money. You simply sat on a bench across from her, took out your saxophone, and played the saddest, most beautiful lullaby imaginable. You played for her tears.
It was nothing. It was just a tune. I felt her pain, and the notes, they just came out. She never even looked at me. When I finished, I packed up and walked away.
You are mistaken. In that moment, your music was more perfect than any award-winning performance you ever gave, because for the first time, you played not for Julian, but for a suffering soul. You offered your gift not for glory, but as a balm for a wound you did not cause. That quiet, anonymous lullaby, it was the purest prayer you ever played. Which brings us to the great obsession of your life, the driving rhythm beneath it all, the lost chord.
The lost chord. I heard it once, in a dream when I was a boy, a single, perfect sound that held all the joy and all the sorrow of the universe. I spent my whole life trying to find it, to play it again. In every solo, in every late night session, I was searching, but I failed. It was the one piece of music I could never master. My greatest failure.
Oh, Julian, you thought the lost chord was a destination, a sound to be captured. It was never a thing to be found. It was the search itself. It was the longing in your heart, the ache in your soul, the question you asked with every note you ever played. It was the music of a soul reaching for the divine. That selfless lullaby you played for the weeping woman. In that moment, you did not find the lost chord. You became it. You see your life as a series of performances, some good, some bad. But I see it as a single, complex symphony. The ambition was the brash percussion. The broken promises were the dissonant, painful notes. The quiet lullaby was the soaring, sacred melody. And the search for the lost chord was the theme that tied it all together. Your judgment is this: your symphony is not over. It is merely time for a new movement. On earth, you played for human ears. Now, you shall play for souls. There are souls who arrive here frayed and discordant from the noise of the world. Their inner music is broken. They need a master musician to hear their dissonance and gently guide them back to the perfect harmony of my creation. Julian, your search is over. Your true work as the mender of celestial harmonies now begins.